couple of cool new features we have here, and this isn't missing any. You know, once you get a battery in a boat, the sky's the limit. We have a Garmin fish finder and water temp. A big thing for a lot of people is, you know, for river fishermen like me, is what's the water temp. So I just like it for the water temp. We also have GPS units in case you ever get lost on the river. We have the adjustable foot brace right here. It's really nice. It's got 6 positions. You know, and you can custom fit it to wherever you want. We also have an adjustable rower's seat here too, but we don't really need it. You have adjustability here. You can move these back and forth. What we've designed this to do is we call it a switch row. So you can actually, we don't have it here right now, but you could set a Yeti cooler here. Or really, you could sit from one of these seats and row the boat. But the Yeti cooler probably works just a hair better. But you can sit right here and move these back and row it forward. But really, you don't have to. It push rows pretty good, even standard. But if you were doing a ton of push rowing, normally you start the motor. But either way, it's available to do that. And like with a Yeti cooler sitting right here, it rows really cool. You don't usually have to move the oar block. If you're sitting from one of these seats, and obviously it's a little awkward, if I just had one seat here, it push rows just fine. So it's just really versatile. And it's set up for a Yeti 45 or 65 to fit right here perfect. Another thing that we've gotten, I'm sure all you guys watching this have had drift boats, have your own, whatever. And we just kind of fine tune all the little problems that kind of bugs everybody with drift boats. Well, where do you put the oars? Well, you see here we have our awesome oar system here. So, you know, typically on a regular river boat, you put the oars through the seats here, and then you can't get at them. Well, I can get at all my seats, and my oars are here just fine. I can get at all these boxes just fine. And what we do is, you see we have this simple bungee system here on the floor, and I usually just put them right back. They don't seem to catch fly line that bad. And really, believe it or not, your oars get banged up the most, not on the river, but traveling. So we've got these oar condoms, or sleeves might be more politically correct. And you just pop these out, and you're ready to go. These are the fancy Sawyer square top oars, and you know, just like a nice fly rod, you usually put a fly rod in a sleeve. They cost about the same. Then you're ready for the road. No scratches, none of that stuff. I think we've probably shown in a couple videos, but we'll show you again. We're always looking for, Scott, if you come up here, where's my drain plugs? Well, as you see, we have the drain plug holder now. It's right here. Just pop that out, and you go straight down. How convenient is that? So when you're done for the day, you put them right here. Another thing is our boats actually drain on the trailer. You know, every other river boat, you have to have them tilted up, and it's all goofy. All our boats have, you know, drain plugs right in the floor. You put it on the trailer for the day, pull the plugs, you leave. No tilting, none of that crap. It takes too long. This also has a very expensive, fancy power anchor system with switches everywhere. We got a switch here, which makes it really nice when you're getting it on and off the trailer. Has an anchor box right here. I mean, this boat right now is a 75-pound pyramid. You'll stop at anywhere you want. Great thing about these too is they anchor great because you're anchored from the bow of the boat. You don't have that transom digging. It's a great concept. Not only that, but you can have more weight on because it's up at the front. It's counteracted with the weight of the motor, especially you get a heavier motor on there. It makes it work better. But there's a switch back here, so when you're running the motor, you can run the anchor system, and then there's one right here at the rower station. You'll also see this thing has a lot of goodies as far as lights go. You'll see we have 2 lights going up forward. We run these off of the back here when you're motoring. It's got navigation lights. You'll see the red and green navigation light. You'll see the white post back here. Most drift boats are never legal with any of that stuff. You'll also see a cigarette lighter, or 12-volt power point, so you can charge your cell phone charge your cell phone, plug in a giant light if you wanted to. You know, you put a crock pot or 12-volt adapter or whatever in there. This has interior lights under the tackle trays here and here. It's got a red light under here, so you can check the power point area. You see a red 10-inch LED strip here, and there's 2 blue ones under the tackle trays here. And you'll see this has got a marine stereo in it. It has a internal antenna in it. You can plug it has an auxiliary, so you can plug in your cell phone or your iPad or whatever. It's got a CD player, obviously. This comes down like that. Got a little Led Zeppelin, little Robert Plant here. The stereo is great in here. It's like got a, you know, being that it's in a box, it's like kind of like being in a speaker box. But yeah, I can't really think of what this is missing for options. It's got just about everything. Maybe a stove, but this is our 16-foot ATB. Like I say, it's the marriage of a motorboat and a drift boat. It does a little bit of everything. It does it really well. I've had people ask me, you know, how skinny on water does this go in? You know, you can, if you're going slow, you can run this prop anywhere you want. With it, you know, even with our 20 horse, you know, you could run in water that deep. Now, if there's a rock that deep, you might hit it. But another reason why I like to push the smaller, lighter motors is when you hit something, they come up. And we build jet boats, as you know, but the cost of a jet motor compared to a prop motor is just, I mean, we're talking $2,000. And the jet motor is 30% less efficient, so you need to buy 30% motor to go the same speed as the prop. And they're louder, they use more gas. But they serve a purpose. There's certain places where you need to run a jet. And there's certain places where a prop is just fine. You know, like a lot of times you run really hard and you get in a really, really skinny area. With tilt and trim, you kind of tilt it up. And you just kind of pick your way through it, and then you hammer it back down. But the versatility, you know, guys buying a $10,000 drift boat that just goes 3 miles an hour with a 4 or 5 horse, that doesn't do it for us here at Stealthcraft. So that should get you a little bit on the ATB. We're going to go on the water here next and show you on the water.